Welcome to my channel. There is a case just I received a paper clip in Telugu from one of the sources that they sent me just now. According to this, that there is a woman called Ruth Daivakrupa. Her name is Ruth Daivakrupa. She was abused by someone upper community. She belongs to scheduled caste. It seems she is Ruth Daivakrupa. So that means we understand that she is a Christian, or may not be, maybe a crypto Christian. They are talking about crypto Christians, right? They say that they are following Christianity, but still they are an SC certificate. Like maybe she's a SC certificate holder, maybe church visitor. She is not Christian. We cannot call a person who is holding SC certificate as a Christian. They are church visitors. I'm calling them as church visitors. Okay, so these church visitors named Ruth Daivakrupa, who is holding a C certificate. She was abused by someone based on her caste. So she filed a case in SC/ST case in the police station. And the section was filed, SC/ST section was filed. So the opponent who abused her based on the caste went to the collector and said that she is not SC, she's Christian because her name is Ruth Daivakrupa and she also goes to church. She also carries the Bible with her. So SC/ST will not be applicable for her because she is not Christian. This is the case. And the collector, after inquiry, he said that, yes, you are not Hindu, you are Christian, your name is Daivakrupa, and you are not eligible to carry SC/ST certificate. So SC/ST case you cannot file. So this was the case in the Telangana state. It was happened. Okay, in Telugu, this is a Telugu paper. Okay, here I'm asking the people who are harassing the scheduled caste. I don't mind to call them that you are literally harassing these people, the scheduled caste, because you know that they're treated low in the society. They may go to church, still they're not so they're not spared from the abuse, social abuse. Even though they go to church, they're not spared from the social abuse. Best example is this case. Someone abused her based on her caste. She filed SC/ST case. Then he argues that he doesn't have caste. She doesn't have caste. First he abused her based on the caste. And say I don't know, some low caste, say for example, some Chamar is one SC caste in Maharashtra. Say I'm just using that name Chamar. Someone has called a Chamar fellow or something like that, abused someone. That Chamar brother goes to court, says that, files a SC/ST case. He says he called me on my caste. Then he argues that he doesn't have caste because he's going to church. Arey man, it is you who called him Chamar right now. You are the one who called him Chamar. You are the one who abused him based on the caste. You are the one who, because he is a scheduled caste, so you abused him. And when after filing the case, you say that he doesn't have caste. And you argue in the court that he doesn't have caste in Christianity, so we should not, SC/ST is not applicable for them. What kind of argument is this, my dear brothers? You are doing, and you are doing injustice to my SC fellows. All my, downtrodden, scheduled caste, church visitors. I don't know. It's so surprised to see such cases in the state of, not only in the state of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, and then its entire country. It's looking like that. Ultimately, they want to stop the conversions. They stopping the conversions, you will have multiple options, right? You can go for a counseling session. How pastors will do counseling? Pastors are converting the people with counseling. They call it as evangelism. The pastors, they choose an, they adopt one kind of strategy of evangelism. Evangelism is nothing but it is a counseling. They do counseling and convert. Why don't you reconvert them using the same strategy of recounseling? If they are like, if they are happy with your recounseling session, and then they will reconvert your Hinduism. But you cannot harass them like that, removing their C certificates. After once you abuse them on the caste, and then they go to court, you argue that they don't have caste. Okay, I understand the mental torture of the person who was being abused. Someone was being abused. Someone was abused. The person who taken abuses, understand his mental stress. First of all, he is being humiliated because someone called him in caste. He underwent stress. He underwent humiliation. After taking the humiliation, stress, and underwent, after taking so much of torture, mental torture, based on the caste abuse, then finally goes to church and finally goes to the court and police station. They say that no, 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 man, you do not have caste because you are a Christian. How come? How can it happen, man? Then why? Then how you are torturing them in the same caste? When you think that the Ruth Dakupa doesn't have caste. If Ruth Krupa doesn't have caste because she's Christian, then why do you abuse her based on the caste, man? Why didn't you treat her like a Brahmin and then give her a good treatment to her? Because she became Christian and lost her caste status, and then now she became Brahmin, right? Okay, there is something we need to understand, that on humanitarian grounds we need to understand. I have been requesting the government of Telugu states. From many days, I have been requesting the government of Telugu states that this is not correct, that you are harassing Dalits in the name of religion. You are, just because they are visiting the churches, they may not be converting. That's what I'm saying, that if someone wants to convert, they will give a declaration that I wanted to convert. I want to convert. Please change my religion. Then they'll give a written. You only say that forceful conversions are wrong. When someone says that forceful conversions are illegal, then you only forcing them that they're Christian. They may be going to church. They may be going to church. They may be uh, following the practice of Christianity and all. They may be doing that, all those things. But for conversion, their willingness is important, right? You cannot force them to convert. So they did not convert. They're going to church and that, but they did not convert. But you are forcing that. "Oh, I have seen you in the church. I have seen you reading the Bible. I have seen that your name is Ruth. So you are not Hindu, you are Christian. So we are forcefully converting. You are forcefully converting." You only say that other one side, you only say that forceful conversions are illegal, and then other side you only force them from Christianity to from Hindu to Christianity. Here, in this case, pastors are not converting them. Government authorities are forcefully converting them to Christianity on certificate. That's something called a duality, which harms the scheduled caste community. See, India is planning spending crores of rupees, lakhs of crores of rupees on this scheduled caste to uplift. How to bring them up, how to uplift them, how to bring them into the mainland society, because they all are poor and living in different places. Then, when the government is spending so much of money on them, what is the intention? To uplift them and bring them up, right? When you want to uplift and bring them out of their poverty, and then based on the religion, removing their SC certificates, removing their reservations, removing their affirmative programs of the government schemes and all, then they'll go in, again they'll face poverty. The overall aim of India will lose, right? There's something wrong that we need to address. I hope the governments will understand the practical problems. People like us, we can just give our idea. That's all what we can do. After all, it's all the governments, they need to act. If they have heart, they will understand. If they want to be genuine, and they will understand, and they will change all these laws and all, and giving them the SC status to those people who are attending the churches. Thank you. Namaskar.